offensive line coach. Looking forward to working with everybody in this room, contributing to our run to championship. Coach building something special. I'm happy to be here, happy to contribute, work with each and every one of y'all. You know, up front, we're going to set the tone. Our guys already talked about it. We know that we're going to set the tone, but I want everybody in this room right now to know that we're going to be accountable as a group. And it starts with me. You can lean on me. My door's always open. I'm up there on the 3rd floor. Any of y'all need anything, come holler at me.
Philip Loadholt Jr. was born on January 21st, 1986 in Honolulu, Hawaii, as the son of a career military man. Loadholt's hometown is listed as Fountain, Colorado. He attended Fountain Fort Carson High School in Fountain, Colorado, where he was a two-way lineman, team captain, and a two-time All-State selection. In his senior year, he also had 113 tackles to go along with 8 touchdowns and was named Colorado Springs Area Player of the Year. Also a standout in basketball and track, Loadholt led Fountain Fort Carson basketball team to the state title game when he averaged 17 points, 11 rebounds, and 3 blocks per game. Their team was 26-0, but lost the Class 4A state championship to Broomfield. Loadholt, Colorado's Mr. Basketball runner-up, walked out of the Coors Event Center that day and never played competitive basketball again, shifting his focus entirely to football. In track and field, Loadholt won a state championship title in the discus with a throw of 48.23 meters and was a state runner-up in the shot put with a personal best of 16.44 meters. For college, Loadholt first attended Garden City Community College in Garden City, Kansas, where he was a 2-time junior college All-American. In 2006, his sophomore year, he had 93 pancake blocks and 113 tackles, and was named 2006 Jayhawk Conference Lineman of the Year. Loadholt was also rated the #1 junior college offensive tackle prospect in the nation by JCGridiron.com for the class of 2007. He signed with LSU in February 2006, but decommitted in August and finally chose to attend Oklahoma. However, Colorado had also been in consideration. Enrolling at OU in January 2007, Loadholt instantly made history on a program defined by its tradition. He was tied as the tallest football player on record at Oklahoma and stood to be the tallest starter to ever don the crimson and cream.
I'm Phil Loadholt, welcome to my world. I remember playing a little youth center league. I just remember my dad being at every practice, every game. He was my coach, so I just remember him being involved in everything I did on the field. I went through my growth spurt in my middle school years. I grew like 4 inches one summer, but before that I was still already big, but when I went through that growth spurt, I knew I was definitely going to be different. I just like, you see me on game days and stuff. Right now I'm smiling. Most of the time I'm smiling. I'm pretty much a smile type of guy, but when it comes to the game and stuff like that, I'm very more focused, and I'm just, I don't know, I just you won't see no expression on my face. I just sit like this. I had to say Beyonce, because she's the baddest to me. I have to say the fact that you have like camaraderie with your teammates. It's almost like being in a frat, I guess, but we're here for all 4 years with each other, and for me 2 years, but just to build relationships with the teammates and stuff like that. Sometimes just you want to go to Walmart and get something real quick, and you got to stop and talk to people and answer questions, things like that. I listen to music. I put my headphones on, I go into my own little zone. I'm thinking about what I got to do, who I'm going against, things I remember from film, and just put the headphones on and go into my zone.
I'd probably say the Vic dog fighting just because somebody might lose their career over that. So I think that's probably the worst thing going on right now. I'm looking forward to playing Texas. I haven't competed in that game, but I heard it's a very great atmosphere and something I really want to be a part of. So. Like I said, I listen to music, mess around with my partners a little time. We might make some music sometimes, nothing major though. Just make some beats, freestyle or something like that, nothing major though. Superman. Just because he's not the average man, and I feel like I'm not the average man either.
From both sides are here in force. And right away,
Lo Holt made an immediate impact for the Sooners as he started all 14 games at left tackle and logged 740 plays with 104 knockdowns. He had the highest run grade on the team at 75%. He received all Big 12 first team honors by the Dallas Morning News and an All-American honorable mention by Sports Illustrated.
Put your seatbelt on because it's about to get interesting. We know Ohio State's in. I'm telling you, I think LSU is in after winning the SEC. Between LSU and USC is my prediction. I give an edge to the LSU Tigers.
Stoops will take that bath every time. Missouri, and now the Sooners will head to a BCS Bowl.
In this week's Game Day Rivals Spotlight, we focus in on one of the best and biggest offensive linemen in college football. Oklahoma's 6'8", 337-pound Phil Loadholt.
I'd say I'm a physical player, try to play with good leverage and try to keep my feet moving as much as possible. So.
Loadholt loves to block, whether it's pass blocking or run blocking. As far as his favorites,
to say pancake and just that feeling to get him out on the ground knowing that there is no way that he's going to make the play on this play, so that's definitely the best feeling.
pancake, known as knockdowns, is a great feeling for this Sooners offensive lineman. Now to perhaps another good feeling. Check out this scenario.
Bradford pass batted down, goes into your arms, and you run like 45 yards for the touchdown.
As long as my guy's not the one who bats it down, then I'll take it in. That'll be fine with me. Yeah.
Entering his senior season, Lo Holt was named to the 2008 Outland Trophy watch list. The Outland Trophy has been awarded to the best interior lineman in college football since 1946, as judged by the Football Writers Association of America. Lo Holt played left tackle in an offensive line that allowed 11 sacks all season, the third lowest total of any team in the country, in 476 passing attempts. Protecting quarterback Sam Bradford, who threw 48 touchdown passes and won the 2008 Heisman Trophy, and leading the way for DeMarco Murray and Chris Brown, who both ran for more than 1,000 yards. Lo Holt helped the 2008 Sooners to become the highest scoring team in college football's modern era. He was also one of 6 Oklahoma players named to the All Big 12 First Team, conducted by the Associated Press.
Sam Bradford was all smiles Saturday night. The Oklahoma quarterback won the Heisman Trophy, just the second sophomore ever to take home the coveted hardware.
I don't think I could put in words what it was like tonight. I mean, it's kind of a surreal experience, and I don't think, it'll fully soak in tonight. I think it's probably going to take at least till tomorrow to realize what exactly happened tonight.
Bradford said he was nervous just before the winner's name was announced. Runner-up Colt McCoy of Texas was also on pins and needles, waiting to hear who had won the Heisman.
I know what it's like for those people on American Idol. It's pretty tough. My heart was pounding for sure, but what a great experience.
Bradford led the highest scoring team in major college history this season, throwing for 48 touchdowns and more than 4,400 yards.
Oklahoma scored 702 points. They're off to the national championship game, and Sam Bradford's a big reason why. They've been running a fast-paced, no-huddle offense. He has to make a lot of decisions at the line.
Last year's winner, Tim Tebow, came in third, even though he had more first-place votes than both Bradford and McCoy. Tebow doesn't take any solace in that.
Tell you the truth, not really. You lose, so,
Bradford was putting up big stats every week this season, but he really didn't start thinking about his chances to win the Heisman until after the Sooners won the Big 12 championship game.
Maybe after last week, I don't know. Obviously people talked about it all season, but I tried to stay away from it as much as possible. We were just concentrated on winning football games.
Bradford Sooners take on Tebow's Gators in the BCS championship game January 8th. Florida's defense is hungry for the chance to take on the Heisman Trophy winner.
I think so. I think, they're a little bit excited. I've already got quite a few texts from some guys, so, yeah.
As Bradford gets ready for the national title game, there's one thing he will not be doing.
Yeah, hair's not going to get cut, so it's probably going to be pretty long by the time that game comes around. Last year, my dad made me cut it before the bowl game, and we lost the bowl game, so it's not getting cut this year.
Bradford is the 5th Oklahoma player to win the award and the 2nd in 5 years. John Klobuchar, The Associated Press.
Okay, football fans, here we go.
Phil Loadholt never got the chance to block for Adrian Peterson at the University of Oklahoma, but he did so in the pros after being selected by the Minnesota Vikings in the 2nd round with the number 54 overall pick. Loadholt was the only Oklahoma player taken on the first day of the draft. Peterson and Loadholt just missed being teammates when Peterson skipped his senior season and entered the 2007 NFL Draft.
I'm very comfortable, man. I'm extremely excited with the guys we picked up this offseason. Doing the draft, Percy Harvin. That's a guy that I look at, and it's like I don't think he got anything to prove. That's how I look at this guy. Just with his speed and the talent that he got, You know, I think he's a bona fide playmaker. He's going to be able to make plays when he gets the ball in his hand. You know, we picked up some other guys. You know, Phil Loadholt. I'll be saying his last name wrong, but he was a big guy that can definitely, you know, get into the role and, you know, get some time out there and, you know, help out on the offensive line. You know, we lost Matt Burt. You know, so guys are filling different spots. You know, so you know, we're looking forward to having a good season, and you know, I'm amped up about it.
The selection of Loadholt by Minnesota came as no surprise since the Vikings flew him in for a private workout prior to the draft.
All right, day 2 OTAs. We're with Phil Loadholt. Tell us about a little bit what the coaches have you doing all day to improve on some of your technique.
Just a lot of technique work, working a lot of footwork, learning a lot of scheme, doing a lot of installation. Just been real formal, like as far as that goes, just really learning a lot of new stuff.
You play at a high level at Division I Oklahoma, of course, but now you come to the NFL, which is another level up. So can you talk about the difference that you've seen so far?
Practice fast, like you said, get our condition during practice, working hard during practice every snap.
Thanks for joining us.
Loadholt competed for the starting spot at right tackle with returning starter Ryan Cook, and as a rookie, stepped into a starting role at right tackle, opening 15 regular season games and both playoff contests, including the NFC Championship game. The 15 starts were the most by a Vikings rookie offensive tackle since Corey Stringer back in 1995, and he became just the 5th Vikings rookie offensive tackle to start a season opener, joining Doug Davis in 1966 as the only other right tackle. For his first-year performance, he was named to the NFL All-Rookie Team by Sporting News and Pro Football Writers of America, as he helped the Vikings offense rank number 5 in the NFL in total offense, the highest ranking since the 2004 season, and paved the way for running back Adrian Peterson to rush for 1,383 yards and 18 touchdowns, a new team record for rushing scores, and the 3rd best single-season rushing total in team history. On January 14, 2014, ProFootballFocus.com recognized Loadholt as one of their highest-rated offensive tackles in the league, stating, "Right tackle Phil Loadholt, plus 25, earned All-Pro honors in our eyes." He didn't get the press he garnered last year as the team struggled, but he remains the prototypical right tackle.
Now to the other kind of football. Not many people can say they've had the opportunity to play professional football, but Colorado Springs has produced a few, including Vincent Jackson and Lamar Houston, just to name a couple. But former Fountain Fort Carson standout Phil Loadholt is another in that elite class. Rob Nabnum has more on the Minnesota Viking.
And let's have a good time.
At 6'8", Phil Loadholt is a gentle giant who hasn't forgotten his roots.
Let's go, work your arms, ready, go.
He comes back to his former high school, Fountain Fort Carson, every summer for the Phil Loadholt football camp.
Love this program dearly, and anything I can do to help out, I'm always here to do it. So,
the former Trojan has already exceeded the average lifespan of an NFL player.
You know, it's funny how quick life goes by. This is going to be your 6th year in the NFL. I mean, that's amazing.
Yeah, man, it's don't get to play this game that long, so you know, I definitely cherish every moment.
The Vikings offensive lineman, number 71 on your screen, his job is to clear the way for one of the top running backs in the NFL, Adrian Peterson.
What's it like blocking for AP?
Oh, it's amazing, man. He's the best running back in the league, in my opinion. And, I mean, he's a very, very special player. You know, those guys don't come around very often. So, you know, he makes my job a lot easier.
When he breaks free in the open field, do you catch yourself sometimes just watching versus doing your job?
Yeah, I mean, well, you can feel him blow by you, and then, you know, once he gets in that secondary, it's not too many people gonna catch him. So you definitely can watch him for the last 60 yards or something like that. Sometimes it's amazing, though.
Have you thought about what you'll do after football? Will you come back to Fountain and maybe help Coach Johnson out?
Yeah, I've given it some thought. You know, that time is approaching rapidly, but you know, I'm definitely going to do something involved in the game of football. I'm not sure what level yet, but I definitely want to stay involved in the game.
On August 15, 2015, Lo Holt tore his Achilles tendon during the Vikings' first preseason game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. The injury made Lo Holt miss the entire 2015 season. On July 25, 2016, Lo Holt announced his retirement.
Vikings fans, welcome to Winter Park, joined by Vikings right tackle Phil Loadholt, who announced today that he's retiring. So congratulations, Phil, on a great career. When you reflect back on your time in the NFL, what do you think about?
Man, it's been amazing. You know, coming in from day one in 2009, playing with Brett, you know, going all the way to the NFC title game, and then, you know, having seasons where Adrian was, you know, so close to breaking the record and things like that. Those are some of my most fond memories. You know, playing in front of these fans out here, you know, greatest fans in the league. It's been wonderful. Thank you to the Vikings, Rick Spielman, Les Pico for giving me this opportunity. Come back to Minnesota is great, see this great, wonderful facility that's built here by the Wills. The Vikings do a great job of taking care of their alumni players, and it's been a great experience, and I'll take any questions with that.
What work have you been doing at UCF?
I'm just down there. I've been down there. Last year was my first year. This will be my second year working with the O-line. Josh Heupel, head coach, brought me down there, working with Glenn Ellerby, O-line coach, and been learning a lot doing that as well. It's been fun.
Well, what are you learning here in your state?
So basically, I've been learning, you know, the year-end, the year routine of an area scout, a pro scout. You know, talked to Rob Brzezinski yesterday, learned about some salary cap things. Just really getting a snapshot of the entire personnel side and what all these guys do on a daily basis, yearly basis, off-season, in-season. And it's been a great experience. Been learning a lot of things I didn't know were going on, so it's been really good for me.
Phil, have you done a lot of
Just see what's it been like to see some old teammates you used to play for a couple years later?
It's been great, man. These guys have been working hard, and you can tell, you know, a lot of young guys that are now veterans now from when I was here. And, it's a really good locker room. It's really good to see all the guys that I knew and played with, and even some of the new guys. It's been really good to meet them, so it's been really good.
Phil, have you done a lot of film work in the part of your internship program?
I have been cranking away at film daily, after practice, before practice, just watching stuff, learning how they grade players and do things differently. So I've been doing a lot of film work.
I mean, I know that it's been probably years of doing that, but how different is that type of view of seeing how they do it than watching film as a player and kind of that transition, that process?
There is a difference because, you know, when I was watching as a player, I know I'm getting ready to go against a guy on Sunday. So, you know, that was more of a technique and things like that. Here I'm looking at different body types and the way people fit in schemes and, you know, just the way they can help this team. And it's a lot different from that aspect as far as not breaking down the technique of a guy and what I'm expecting to see on a Sunday. So I was looking at the big picture now of how somebody could fit into a team and help.
Phil, has Brett Jones had a chance yet to tell you that he was a big fan of yours when he was younger and wore your jersey?
Yeah, I did. I got a chance to meet with him and talk to him, and great kid, and been doing a good job.
How flattered were you that he used to wear the jersey, including the first Viking team, back when you were a rookie?
Yeah, no, that was pretty cool. Made me feel a little old, but it was pretty cool. Definitely.
Phil, do you have like a preference for the next phase of your career, whether it's coaching, front office, scouting? Do you have an idea of what that's going to be out there?
I don't. I'm keeping all my options open right now. Like I said, I'm really enjoying what I'm doing down there in Central Florida. But that's one of the reasons these programs are so great. It gives me an opportunity to get a snapshot of the personnel side and figure out things and see, you know, which way I want to do it. I'm not in a rush. I'm really enjoying this too as well. So just keeping all my options open right now.
Did you always envision, even during your playing days, staying around the game, either in the coaching or personnel side?
Yeah, I'm a football guy. I love ball. You know, that's one thing I've always loved and will always love. So definitely want to be around the game in some form or fashion.
It was officially announced by the University of Colorado Boulder on February 9, 2024, that Coach Phil Loadholt had joined the Colorado Buffaloes staff as their offensive line coach. Prior to joining Colorado's coaching staff, Coach Loadholt was an offensive analyst for Oklahoma. He also spent time as a player personnel analyst for Ole Miss and UCF.
You mentioned Coach Phil. Phil Loadholt is the new offensive line coach here. Not a ton of coaching experience yet, but he was just recently in the NFL and played a number of years in the NFL. What kind of impact does that have on young players like yourself that, you know, you're going to be coached by a guy who was just there a few years ago?
Yes, sir. It's everything. He was in the NFL for, I think, almost 9 years. It was like the highest paid tackle, I think, for like 3 years or something like that. You made history. Yeah. And it's crazy because I had met him 2 years ago when my old school and I played OU. So it's crazy how full circle everything is. But I'm fired up. You know, he's bought in. He set the tone. He set the table. He set the demands and how we're going to get Joe Moore. That's the type of mindset we have to have, be dominant. But he's a great man, great coach, and I think him having such recent experience is going to really benefit all of us because he can give us those little tiny details that help us separate, especially when we get into NFL room and you have to call the plays and stuff like that for sure.
Yeah, I know you haven't spent a lot of time with him yet because you just got here and things just started here and you haven't been on the field with him yet. But in meeting him, you mentioned the demands. What are kind of a couple initial impressions you have of him that you say, okay, he's going to be a good coach. I'm going to learn a lot from this guy?
Oh, just being around him, his presence. I mean, you can feel it. You can feel the experience. You can feel the tenacity. I mean, he's a family man. That's a plus as a coach to have that because he can teach you just everything on the football field, but also in life, and give you those pointers and experience. But he set the tone right away. You know, it's his first year here, but you know he means business. He wants to have the best offensive line in the unit, and that's what we're going to give him. Because you know, last year we understand, but this year we have a job to do, and he's accepted his role as a coach, and he's one of the main reasons why I chose to come here for sure. Yes, sir.
Your OC, Pat Shermer, he's going to coach the quarterbacks, but he's got that experience.
Yes, sir. He's a cool guy.
Are you excited about learning from him as well?
Yeah, you see, these coaches, they're a great bunch.
It's been dark way too long in this place. That bright smile long gone been replaced. From ear to ear, I see that fear in your face. Tell me when the last time you felt safe, cause there's some evil people in the streets. Evil at your front door, creeping while you sleep. It's time to raise up, show that evil we ain't weak. We don't turn the other cheek. I can show you how to be strong. Come on, follow me. Heard you looking for a hero. Well, look up. No more running from the bad guy. I'ma stare him in the eye like, what's up? I know the journey got hard for a minute, but I ain't giving this up. Yeah, I got the heart of a champion. If I get knocked down, I get back up. We go through bad days, hard times, low pay, high crime, pathways to a life without sunshine. I'm the lifeline. With this life, I'm gonna be the pipeline, shining in the nighttime. Bet on me to swoop down. I'ma go toe to toe. Already know that I'm never gonna back down. Bet on me to stand tall. I take on anything for my crew. Bet I risk it all. I can show you how to be strong. Come on, follow me. Heard you looking for a hero. Well, look up. No more running from the bad guy. I'ma stare him in the eye like, what's up? I know the journey got hard for a minute, but I ain't giving this up. Yeah, I got the heart of a champion. If I get knocked down, I get back up. Get back up. Get back up. Get back up. If I get knocked down, I'ma get back up. If I get knocked down, I'ma get back up. If I get knocked down, I'ma get back up. I'ma get back up. I'ma get back up. Heard you looking for a hero. Well, look up. Yeah, no more running from that bad guy. Don't worry about it. I'm right here. What's up? I know that journey been hard for you. Okay, I ain't giving up. We ain't giving up. I got the heart of a champion. If I get knocked